So, kailan tatawaging action research? Sa title pa lang, kita na po ang kung action o basic. Ang action research sa title may action. Yung action ay solution sa problema. Pag may solution sa problema sa title, yun po ay action research. Clear po tayo, participants? Sige nga po kung okay, please
Okay
uh,
po.
type okay on the chat box. Type okay. Sige, kung okay po, sige, let's start first hour activity. My activity is the research title an action or basic research? Type your answer on the chat box. The title is Teachers' Characteristic and Competencies of Conducting Research, Basis for Division Research Capability Building Program. Ayan, thank you. So the correct answer, correct, that is basic research. Second title. The title is Harmonizing Educational Action Research for Teachers, Building the Research Culture in Basic Education. Type your answer on the chat box. Ayan, thank you AR kasi title pala may AR na eh. So hindi po sa word na AR ha. So tingnan niyo po yung construction ng title. Pag sa title may solution, yun po yung action. So ang action pwede maging innovation, intervention, or strategy. Yun po yung AR or action research. Number 3, the title is a correlation of utilizing ChatGPT and writing skills of the students. Basic or action? Ay, may sabi pong basic, may action, may basic, may action. Ano ba talaga? Basic ba o action? May nagsasabing action, may nagsasabing basic. May action, may basic. Sige, let's check. This title is basic. Again, ito po ay correlation. So, yan po ay descriptive correlational research. So, siya po ay quantitative type of research about two variables. So, the first variable is utilizing ChatGPT. The second variable is writing skills. And the participants are students. So, sa title pa lang, wala naman tayong pinapakitang solusyon o aksyon. So, that is basic. Okay, number 4, last one. Addressing student diversity to improve mathematics achievement through differentiated instruction. Is this a basic or action? Action or basic? Type your answer. Okay, correct. The answer is action. So, sige nga. Bakit naging action? Sige, hit tayo ng Ma'am Sauce. Mare, are you here? You may
Yes, sir.
unmute.
Kasi may nakalagay po dyan, true differentiated.
Ayan, thank you Marian. Very good. So meron po tayong action na ginawa. So differentiated instruction na nalagay may strategy. So yan po ay action. So clear na po tayo sa difference ng basic at action research. Kung okay na po tayo, please type okay on the chat box. Clear na po ba ang difference ng basic sa action research? Kung okay, pakitype po sa chat box ang okay. Kung hindi, no. So okay na po tayo. So let's move to the next section of my talk. So the next is educational action research journey. So ito na po yung how to conduct action research properly in basic education. So meron po tayong processes to follow. Okay, let's start our process. So the first question, where does the research journey start? Please type your answer on the chat box. Where does the research journey start? Sabi ni Ma'am Enriquez, inquiry. Iba? Problem. Seeking problem. Sa self. Wow. Problem. Mga taong mahilig sa problem. Sige, tayo po tayo. Okay, thank you sa mga sagot. So, changes, challenges, problem, solution. Ayan. So, thank you sa mga sagot. So, actually, the research journey starts with a research problem. Ayan. So, hindi lang po problem ha, a research problem. Dapat. Hindi po lahat ng problem ay researchable. Ayan. So, halimbawa, nagugutom ka. Hindi mo kailangan gumawa ng research para isolve ang gutom mo. Hindi po researchable yun. So, paano malaman ko ang problema ay researchable? Simple lang. If the solution to the problem is not yet known, but there are resources and capabilities that we can use to solve the problem. Yun po ang research problem. Ang problema ay researchable kung ang solusyon ay hindi mo pa alam ang sagot. Pero meron kang kakayahan at resources na pwedeng gamitin to solve the problem. Yon ang research problem. Yan. Sa halimbawa, learning loss. Sige. Learning gap. Sige. Learning gap ng mga bata. Paano mo ito isa-solve? May naisip ka bang solusyon? Yung naisip bang solusyon ay epektibo? Ayan. So, since wala pa talagang napapatunayang solusyon on how to address the learning loss and learning gap, pero meron tayong information, meron tayong resources to solve the problem. That is a research problem. So, nag-start po lagi sa research problem. So, the research journey starts after selecting and properly defining a research problem. So, yun ang step 1 ng research. So, una, paano makakuha ng problema? Through observation. Obserban po natin ng mga bata. Ang bata by engage, learning sa atin, o hindi na. We can see the outputs of our learners and even the teachers. Yung output ba ay pasok ba sa standard, sa ating content and performance standard? Pwede rin naman sa brainstorming ng mga teachers. So we can ask our co-teachers, our department heads, master teacher, school heads about problems inside the classroom, outside the classroom, or within school. Or school report. Yan. So mga documents natin. So those are sources of our research problem. Yan. So the research starts with a research problem. So problema nag-exist sa kasalukuyan, pero hindi pa natin alam ang solusyon sa problema. Pero meron tayong kakayahan at informasyon at resources na pwedeng gamitin. Yun po ang research problem. So after identifying the problem, we need to form a team. So sa research, mahirap gumawa na nag-iisa, lalo pag bago ka pa lang. So in DepEd, we have maximum of 3 members. So tulong po tayo. Pwede namang yung ka-team mo ay hindi mo ka-major. Halimbawa, isang English teacher, isang math, isang ICT. Pwede naman po yon. O kung gusto mo, pare-pares ka ng specialization. Pwede rin. Basta malaga, magtutulungan kayong tatlo. Pero kung kaya mo nang mag-solo, mag-solo ka na. And brainstorm with them. Talk about the research problem. Ito bang problemang to nararanasan nyo rin o ako lamang? Sa palagay mo, o teachers mo, ano yung mga possible solutions sa problema? Bakit ang problema nag-i-exist? Ayan, so brainstorming po tayo. So next, after brainstorming, we do the gap analysis. Ito yung step 3. So ilista po natin through table. What should it be? Ano ang dapat? For example, students should have active engagement in math class. Yan. So pagpasensya niyo po example ko, ito po sa math dahil ang ako po ay math major. Kaya math po ang ginawang example. Pero the actual, 50% of the class is engaged in math activities and discussion. The gap, 50% of the class need to participate more actively in math. Second, expectation. Ito po yon. The student must develop mathematics competencies as prescribed in curriculum guide. What is the reality? 60% of students develop mathematical competencies. What is the gap? 40% of students need better prerequisite mathematical competencies. So next ay students must possess basic numeracy skills to obtain from the previous topic. What is the reality? O the actual, 60% of students develop better numeracy skills. What is the gap? 40% of students need better numeracy. So, gagawa po tayo ng gap analysis. Brainstorming po tayo sa mga co-teachers. Next, students must develop the love for learning mathematics. 40% of students prefer something other than mathematics. That's the reality. 60% of the students hate math as their subject. So, doon po sa mga gaps, may makikita kang pinakamalaking gaps. Yun po yung focus natin. Ito. So, nag-gap analysis po tayo to identify the most issue or concern that we need to address in our research. After po ng gap analysis, anong susunod? So, we collect initial data. Ayan. Pwede po tayong Ayan. So, collect data, initial survey from our learners. Bakit kaya mga bata ayaw ng math subject? Pwede po yon. So, document analysis. So, pwede rin po tayong mag-interview sa mga bata, sa ating mga co-teachers. Pwede tayong mag-focus group to collect initial data. Bakit yung gap na yon nag-exist? Ano ang reason kung bakit may gap? What are the root causes? So, collect po tayo ng data. So, initial data lang po ito to justify that there is a problem. After collecting data, meron po tayong root cause analysis. So, paano po yung root cause analysis? So, table po ulit. Yung pinaka-main problem ang kukunin po natin. Example, 60% of the students hate math in their subject. Anong reason? So, sabi ng co-teacher mo, too many milks must be covered in 1 week. Sabi ng students, fail to see the relevance of math in their lives. Sabi estudyante, they're not interested in your lesson. O, anong reason? So, una, too many milks. Sabi, congested daw ang curriculum. At students fail to see the relevance of math. So, mathematics is taught abstractly. Ayan, magtuturo. Students are not interested in math. Students' interest is not considered in the lesson. Ba? Yung teacher nagturo ng dire-diretso. Next, Teacher's teaching style needs to be revised.